Hey everyone, my name is Chloe and welcome to another day of Favorites Week. So if you haven't seen these videos, I could not make a cohesive list of favorites for the year of 2024. And so I decided to break it into genres or categories and give you my top something favorites of each every day this week. So today is graphic novels. So I love a good graphic novel. I love a good middle grade graphic novel. I love graphic memoirs. There are so many things that I love. And most of these I think are middle grade. Some are some are somewhat memoirs or more so. But let's just get into it. So this is my top 10 favorite graphic novels that I read in 2024. Not necessarily came out in 2024, but that I read in 2024. So the first is Squished by Megan Wagner Lloyd. And this is about a middle grade girl growing up in a big family and how the responsibilities and the freedom to be a kid, how she kind of juggles with those things. And as a mother, I thought it was really interesting. I'm a mom of 4 kids, and I definitely feel kind of some of that pull of asking the kids to be responsible for things as well as allowing them to be kids and kind of just how all that goes. And then another one is Allergic by the same author, Megan Wagner Lloyd. We have kind of gone down a rabbit hole with this author because everything she's written is good. She has written graphic novels as well as regular middle grade novels. And Allergic is about a girl who is allergic to animals. She really wants a pet, and even her best friend wants to get a pet, but it's kind of limiting because she's so dramatically allergic, then she couldn't go to her best friend's house. And so, again, the kind of limitations, and we have some different food allergies in my house and things that just feeling different as a middle grader is something that I think is really interesting. And me as an adult, part of me is reading this as a mother, of course, and as my children are entering this middle grade age. But the other part of me is kind of reparenting myself. And I think that's what I love about middle grade in some instances is the ability to kind of look back on your childhood and be like, gosh, it would have been great to have this message as a kid. Then we have Stepping Stones and Apple Crush by Lucy Neasley. So Lucy Neasley or Nicely, I'm not sure, is like one of my very, very favorite graphic novel artists. And she, anything she writes, I will do. And this is a middle grade about a girl who is taken from the city. Her and her mom are moving to the country because her mom is getting remarried. Now she has stepsisters, and she has to figure out how to become a farm girl when she is definitely not. And relatable, I get it. These are very great for fall vibes. So I would say definitely read them like August, September, October, maybe, because the next one is Apple Crush, which is around a fall festival. So I would highly recommend everything by Lucy Nicely, but these are the ones that I read this year or last year. Then we have The Tryout by Christina okay, I'm going to put a picture up because I'm going to stumble over her name. This is about 2 girls who are trying to try out for the cheerleading squad, and they are in racial minorities. And so there's a lot of discussion of race as well as just the whole cheerleading culture in their school and how they do things. And it is autobiographical, or it is a memoir of the author's time as a middle schooler or whatever it is. And the policies around it all was so interesting to see. They have since changed it, she wrote, and there is a follow-up to this that I haven't read yet. But I really loved this book. Then we have the Click series by Kayla Miller. So the books are Click, Camp, Act, Clash, Crunch, Break, and then Stuck comes out in May. We love these all. In fact, I bought them all because they're appropriate for my daughters to read, and they're just kind of wholesome books about this girl who doesn't really have like a clique necessarily. She is not in a specific group. She just is friendly with everybody, and she has a lot of different talents and just trying to figure out who she is. And it's really a coming of age series. Her parents are divorced. There's a lot of things that she's just trying to figure out who she is, and I am there for the journey. Then we have Puzzled, a memoir of growing up with OCD by Pan Cook. So this is about the author, of course, figuring out that he I believe has OCD. And I personally do not have OCD, but again, thinking through that like neurodivergentness as a child, I think is something that would have been really interesting to think about as a child, and thinking how your brain just works differently. And as an anxiety sufferer, there's a lot of overlap between anxiety and OCD. And so I could see myself in some of this, and I just found it so interesting and heartwarming, and again, a really good thing to put in kids' hands where it is if they are also experiencing similar neurodivergencies, that they will feel seen. Then we have The Girl Who Sang, a Holocaust memoir of hope and survival by Estelle Nadel. So this one, I loved Whitebird by R.J. Palacio, and it kind of gives me the same vibes. This is about a girl and her brothers surviving the Holocaust, and it is a lot. Of course, it's a memoir, and yeah, it's a lot, but it is really good. Then we have Measuring Up by Lily Lamont. So if you guys are a fan of like Great British Bake Off or any of those baking shows, I think you will like this one. This is about a girl who is, I believe, Taiwanese, and she is coming to America, not happy, or maybe Canada. She's coming somewhere to North America, not happy about it, and she wants her grandma to come, but her grandma can't come because she doesn't have the money and all the things. And she enters like a cooking competition, and she's torn between she doesn't know really how to express her Taiwanese culture in both the cooking. She's paired with an Italian girl, and so they have to like work out a friendship, and it was just really, really good. In fact, I have another one by that author because I'm really intrigued by her art style, and all of it was just really great. Then last is Garlic and the Vampire, and this is by Brie Paulson, and I'm sure you guys heard all about it. It is a great one to read in the fall time because it is about a little garlic clove, and she is tasked with going to find out about the new vampire living in the castle, because of course vampires can't have garlic, and so they know she won't get eaten. It's her and all of her vegetable friends, and it was just so sweet. There's a little follow-up graphic novel too. I would say you can read these in like 15 minutes. They're really not intense, but they're just so sweet and wholesome, and our little garlic clove is just the sweetest thing. So those are my favorite top 10 graphic novels that I read in 2024. I love graphic novels, so if you've got any recommendations for me of adult or middle grade, it's not primarily I'm reading middle grade because my daughter, she's almost 7, and she is loving graphic novels, and so I pre-read a lot for her. And I know I love too that like so many series are being adapted into graphic novels. So we've got the Magic Treehouse series, Babysitter's Club, both regular and Little Sisters. We've got the Cupcake Diaries. We've got all these series being adapted to graphic novels as well, and I just think it's so fun. So let me know what your favorite graphic novels are, and we'll see you tomorrow for another round of favorites.